Okay. The 7 sacred questions. Yes. Thank you. I love you. Blessings. Okay.
Have fun.
Yes.
Okay.
How's it going, Scott?
It is going just totally fantastic.
I love your purple hat.
Thank you so much. I enjoy being here with you in this moment.
Thank you. Likewise.
And I have these 7 questions that I'm going to ask you one at a time. And I'll just go ahead and start with the first one if that'll be okay with you.
Sure.
Who is Jensen Bellin to you?
Jensen Bellin, to me, is so insightful. And sometimes he knows what I'm thinking before I even say it. I feel like this is so official. I just want to
Just relax.
I'm also in my living room.
It's all perfect.
Okay.
Okay. The second.
We were instructed not to say. I wasn't finished.
Oh, you weren't finished. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll let you finish.
I was instructed not to think about this beforehand, even though I really wanted to, because I wanted to find the right words, and I often think that, the right words never come when I need them the most, because, as a friend and a confidant and a business partner and a business partner, I love Jensen. So there's a lot that I could say, you see. And oftentimes, the more I say, I can sometimes derail myself by saying too much. So Jensen has brought so much clarity into my life. And everything he does, he's always at least 5 steps ahead. He kind of has this sense of how things should go and progress in this divine order. He's playing this like the day-to-day events and trials and things are a part of this chess game that he's become very in tune with. And I don't want to say he's become intelligent within it as though it's, a game, either in a serious sense or like a playful sense, because he is playful, but he takes it, he's one of the most earnest and in sync with his heart. As he makes decisions, he keeps everybody in mind. He's always in the larger picture, and it's almost like every single thing he does consciously and in service. And he's brought so much light into my life ever since I've known him. Not once has he deserted or lost track of or abandoned me in any sense of the word, you know, which is kind of a feeling that people can get considering the wound of love. Like if somebody doesn't respect you or doesn't appreciate you, which is all a lie, of course, but that's just a sense that, you know, I in my past have experienced lots of times, because from time to time I become insecure, you know, depending on what environmental stressors and relationships are, whatever which way. And my relationship with Jensen has been entirely transparent from day one, meaning every choice we make when we're together is totally conscious, and I don't think I've it's literally impossible to conceal anything from him, because there's like no point, you know? I think he's one of the people who knows me the best, because he's really taken the time to pay attention, and I totally trust him. And I only have so much time, so yeah. So that is my answer to number one.
Excellent. And the second question is, who is Ryan Hawks to you?
Ryan Hawks is a visionary. Ryan, since I've known him, has impressed me with his insights as well. In you know, in a remarkable fashion. I just got self-conscious of the camera right there because I lost my wording for a second. Ryan is so much fun. He is so much fun. And every moment I've spent with Ryan has been an adventure. And the type of adventure it is, it you know, at times it seems to an outside eye, maybe meandering, and there's not a turn that I take in my experience with him when I'm not learning something profound. Ryan is awesome, probably the most creative one. I don't even like to qualify. Ryan is creative, and Ryan is empathic, and Ryan, Jensen, and I are, I mean, they're like a couple of my best friends ever, you know? And it's so funny because we're all like worlds apart from one another in terms of the experiences we've had and that have led us here to meeting each other. It's so remarkable how in sync and in tune we are. And Ryan is able to sense when there is any irkiness in me, be it because of, awkwardness or shyness or all these things that I was afraid of before I got on camera. And he's so empathic and so sensitive as an individual that whenever he has something, whenever something disruptive happens in his life, he doesn't think about himself first. He thinks about how he can arrive at a solution and that will impact the whole world watching. So while he's humble, he also is really impactful. And you've lived with Ryan for a few months now, and so you know as well that his door is always open to anyone, and he can connect with anyone at all walks of life, and that's just so admirable and inspiring.
Okay, we'll move on to number 3 here.
Cool.
Who is Sophia Pack to you?
That's me.
Yes, that is you.
So does that mean I need to speak about myself in the third person? How does that...
I don't know what it means. You give it whatever meaning you want
Abdul
to.
is... Who is Sophia Pack to me? And this is right now, at this very moment. My head dives into all the things I've done that are good, and then it dives into all the ways that I feel self-conscious, and then I love to dance. And I also appreciate many different art forms and many different types of expression. What I want is to see the world and all the people I meet, and by the way, everyone is my friend. I've always felt that way. Everyone, it feels so weird to speak about myself as I, but then it also feels weird to speak about, Sophia. Sophia is friends with everyone she meets. But then even after I say that, I'm like, well, but, I've also had irkiness and glitches in different relationships, and then maybe, not looked at things to which I have no solution for in the moment, but then come back to it when I do have a solution, and I'm very relationship oriented. I think about people a good deal of the time, and when I'm not wondering about what all my friends are up to, I'm wondering about all sorts of things. I have a lot of questions. And I'm finding this steady balance in my life right now where I'm deciding which of my mental considerations are actually poignant for the moment that I'm in. And having just come out of a period in my life where I studied psychology in college, which got me very interested in figuring out my own mind and such, so that I could figure out other people's minds, because I thought that was the solution, was to figure out, like, calculate, figure out, and at the same time, though, there was this very sensitive part of me that knew that there was more to connection and self-realization and, you know, self-realization with an uppercase S, as in, like, the larger self, the collective self, than I could figure out through, let's say, like, logarithms. I didn't study math, though. Through texts and the rigor of the world of academia, or, you know, even the written word, which I admire so much. So now this whole story popped into my head, and it's a long story, so I'm not going to tell it. It's like the story of my life in the last 2 years, and that really wasn't what the question asked. The question asked, who is Sophia Pack to me? Sophia Pack to me is not me, with an uppercase M. The me that I am is continually evolving. I am going to be different 5 minutes from now than I am right now, because I like to learn. That's like my favorite thing. Learning helps me connect to people more. And I really like everything that helps me understand people and know people as my friends and clear away illusions. So Jensen and Ryan and you, Scott, have been helping me do that so much. And I'm so grateful. Because I'm someone who
What does DoDaDi mean to you?
DoDaDi is amazing. It means to me freedom and excitement and heart connection and service and change and hope and inspiration and good.
Why is there a DoDaDi?
Why not? And how could it be otherwise? And yes, and why? I don't know why. I just know that it's important that we're here.
Mm-hmm. How is DoDaDi making the world a better place?
By facilitating a healthy environment through connection with all types of people. Because every type of person is unique, and at the same time we all want the same thing. What DoDaDi is really about is restoring the heart, you know? If someone's got so much heart and they want to make it in business, you know, in a different model, maybe they'd, or within companies that don't work quite as well as what we've designed, there would be maybe sacrifices of ideals of character, of ethical integrity. And having 3 people instead of, well, having 3 people working in the way that we work and communicating in the way that we communicate within this very interesting structure that we've created, which is totally evolves to meet the needs of every individual, but also it doesn't give undue authority to any one. It holds everybody accountable, and it guarantees the bliss of every individual, and totally is about sharing that bliss with everybody that it serves. You know, the heart wants to be in service, and it wants to feel good in service. And DoDaDi is gonna show the world how.
When and where does DoDaDi happen?
Right now. Everywhere. All at once. Is that the 7?
That's the 7.
Alright. Thank you so much, Scott.
Yep. Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
It was awesome, of course.
Thank you for being the perfect moon.
Yes. I'm glad to serve in that way.
And I'm so grateful that you are. Who shall I fetch?
Let's see who's next. This for Ryan is next, and Jensen was the last.
Okay, perfect. I'll go run and get him. Oh, we both here?
Yeah, we both come in to say go. And
This is getting near the end, by the
so,
way. The video.
Yeah. Wow, cool,
Yep.
guys. Guess what?
Guys, I'm so selfish. I was talking about you forever.
Okay. Now, wait a second. I'm just starting the
Start
over.
it over or something.